So is this going to be a not gate? What do we want that button to do?
The button is going to fill 7 separate blocks with air.
Okay, so you hit the button, so this will be a not gate. So we'll do one of those, and one of these, and one of these, which will then have 7. It's actually going to be 14, wouldn't it?
Well, you'd have to have...
Because you're going to fill it with air and then reset it, right? With the block.
We're going to fill it with air and then reset it with a block. Yeah, but the fill with the block has to be on a timer long enough to allow the mob to fall through it.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I just...
So, first of all, we walk in here. This is
1.
Let me think about this. So the test 4 needs to run a kill, but this kill can be singular. So kill comes in, and we say kill all entities of type zombie. Done.
Okay. And then we will do... That was smart. Okay, so then we said we probably wanted to kill all zombies, right?
Well, I've got, let's see, the switch that you're working on should be removing 7 blocks.
Yeah, and then waiting and then putting them back.
And then raiding and then putting them back. And what I'm working on with the test for on the door is to kill all zombies, wait a second, and then spawn 7 zombies.
Okay. Okay, and that I will do a sun. That. Okay, there we go. Now, where did I have a way over there? You got yours done?
I'm writing it all out right now. Getting all the coordinates.
Okay.
But I think once I get it all in, we should be all good to go. Okay, I think that's all the ones it needs. So now we set the test for. And we're going to say summon this zombie. Summon zombie number 2. Summon zombie number 3. Etc. Okay, so now that should do it. So when we walk in, it should kill all zombies.
They're dead.
One of them's falling out of the cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one.
This
2,
guy.
3, 4, 5. Does he not have enough headroom?
I would assume since you did a clone, you would.
So this is the command. Let me try running this by itself.
Oh, he's spawning too low. I just watched.
Okay, so here's one higher. That's what we need to be. We need to be at Y24. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Y24.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Okay, so the test for kills them and then spawns them.
It gives you lots of rotten flesh.
And I think it should probably shut this door too, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, no. That'd probably be under here. You hit the button. So probably have to add another one onto this chain. I have signs.
Done.
So. What?
I said done.
You did all these? Or just the one?
Just the one.
Oh. Well, this is remove blocks, this whole chain. And then over here is place them back in.
Oh no, I think I didn't see a command in this one when I opened it up.
There wasn't. There's not a command in any of these. You have the coordinates.
Oh, kind of. I have the summon zombie coordinates.
Okay.
Which are slightly different.
Just take your Y and remove it one, right?
Well, that's what I thought, but we'll see if that works.
I'll let you know.
Okay, so it would be fill. Let's do it this way. Find that with fill. Replace.
Still blank. Didn't know if you knew that.
I guess I could probably use set block instead of fill for this one. But you know, I rarely use set block.
I don't.
Let's see, it needs to be air. So we go paste. That should be all the commands we need, but now we need to go up by one, so that's, or down by one, so 22, 21, 22.
42, hike.
19. I'm sorry, it should be 23. I know, it sounds so boring when you hear me just rattling off numbers.
It's okay, that's what my string's filled with. And I record these and put these out on the YouTubers. It's mostly us just talking numbers. Like
yeah, it's the non-glamorous part of Minecraft and adventure mode. So this is remove all the blocks. So these are each of the blocks where they should be. Number 5 might be wrong as far as I know. Just because for some reason that was kind of weird. Okay, and then I need to get the coordinates for the door again. The door is fill that to that with a block of coal. That. There we go. So now that's should be the trapdoors to all the zombie cages. Now we need to place the blocks back on there. So now we need to, instead of air, we need to replace that with bedrock.
I've done a lot of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's this? That's, okay. So this is air. Okay. Bedrock. Okay, hopefully that's everything. Okay. Everybody fall. Bedrocks are back, except for
Number
that
7
one.
is missing.
Yeah, I think I missed one. So I'm going to come back over here and kill all the zombies. Just so they're all dead. Okay. Then I will come back down here and let's see what we missed. So this one is, well, why don't you just check them all? I thought the first one was filling in the door, so I started with the second one with this block here and then kind of worked around. But I may have the same block twice. 8, 9, 2. Oh, that one doesn't have anything. The last one in that row doesn't have anything.
I bet that's the 7th one.
Yeah, that's the missing one.
Okay. All gone. Wait. Oops, I summoned the zombies again. Ooh, perfect.
Cool beans. So the trap of this room is done except for getting out of it.
But I think that once you're in here, you proceed. You're officially branching into part 2.
Well, this is part 2. Yeah. But you're going to have a treasure of some form to get your extra armor piece, and then this is your way out. Over here. So however you want to do the treasure piece.
Be kind of funny to have a guy that specifically would trade the old sword and a bow for an iron sword. So you'd have to give up your bow and your sword to upgrade your sword. Or it could be, you know what? There might be a bug here. Now that I'm thinking about it, if someone goes like this, they can respawn zombies by just stepping close to there. So I wonder if we need to close the door like here.
Works for me.
But then the door opening on the other side command has to change too.
Yeah. Well, let's think about it. I'm going to end the stream, I think.
Okay.
It's time to end this evening, I think. But I think this is a good start.
Yeah, this is nice.
We can think about what we want the price to be, how we want that to work. I mean, we can certainly use an item sorter kind of thing. If you throw in a bow and a sword, we can give you an iron sword back.
I don't know if I like the idea of sacrificing the bow, especially this early. But I like the idea of maybe a guy who specifically trades for the item called Old Sword, and call him a swordsmith, and then you have to give him so much rotten flesh plus an old sword, and he'll upgrade you.
That would be harder to do, I think, but yeah. I mean, you can do the rotten flesh thing. That one's easy. It's the sword that's a little more difficult with the rotten flesh. I have to look up the command for that to summon that villager.
Yeah, plus to do a named item. Of course, we could just do, if you have a bunch of rotten flesh, you could trade that for a better sword as a way to upgrade, but you have to earn it,
Mm-hmm.
And this is a good room to do it because, consider that each spawn should be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's probably left over from before, but I mean, there's a really good amount of rotten flesh that you get from this room alone.
Mm-hmm. And you can every time you hit this button, it'll drop. It won't respawn the zombies.
So maybe the test 4 needs to move back. So instead of the test 4 being on this block...
Maybe we don't have the zombies in there till you hit the button.
That could be.
You know, first we spawn the zombies in, and then we get rid of the block, and then... I mean, that would make things easier. You just have a bunch of cages, and you don't know what's going to be in them till you hit the button. Then you can do it as many times as you want.
I suppose so, but I might have fixed it anyway.
Okay. That's fine.
So, if it works, then standing here, yeah, I can't trigger the zombies in the room. It triggers the block before the door. Which you're going to be running for anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the thing is that once you run in here, though, you can spam that.
Well, you can spam it, but once you hit this, you can't anymore because the door's closed.
Oh, and it's a time door on the other side, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to close anyway, and if you hit the button, it's going to guarantee it closed. So that door is going to be basically closed.
Yeah.
And you're going to have an old stone sword.
3 hits. The ones with armor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits for the armored ones.
But you also you have a good chance of earning armor from kills too, which is really nice.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. You got 3 hits per one. You'll be running around a lot because that's a lot to deal with at once. But once you get them in a line, it's fairly easy. Hit them, run backwards. Hit them, run backwards.
There's not a lot of obstacles to stumble around in here. Yeah. Maybe we can put a few.
Well, this is a perfect one right here. This would line them back up. So you could take out probably 2 or 3 just running around this centerpiece. You know, because that's what I do. I'd run up here and then turn around and whack, whack, whack. And then, you know, get them back following me and then back through the center and, you know, whack, 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 whack.
Yeah, I like it that when you walk in here, you hear them and you see them.
Hmm?
I like that. So you know they're up there, and you kind of have this feeling if you hit this button, it's not going to be good.
Well, it's not going to be bad. You get rotten flesh. So, okay. Well, next week we'll finish this room up. Probably put a villager then over here that will trade rotten flesh for a sword. I'll look up and see if there's a command that will let me trade rotten flesh and your old sword for a better sword.
Yeah, kind of swordsmith.
And then this
you trade rotten flesh for a sword, for an old sword, and you get like a zombie killer or something like that.
Yeah, and then this way out here will be to another room, and we'll probably have like a pressure plate or something.
Well, this room is going to connect with the other path as well. So this is essentially the better room. So there's a better reward through going through this path than if you go through the other path.
Well, what I'm thinking is this one will give you a sword. That room over there won't give you diddly squat.
Okay. Yeah, it's just
they'll both end up in this room over here.
Okay.
So if you come this way, you get a sword. If you don't, then you're stuck with your old sword. So either way, you still have a sword. It's just this way you get a better sword.
I like that.
So, you know, for acting fast, we'll give you a better sword. It's not a huge bonus, but it's better than nothing.
Well, I think an upgraded sword's a big deal.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, if you have an old sword, you still can kill things. It's still, I mean, a wooden sword keeps you alive the first day, so. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And thank you for watching. See us next week. See how this progresses. We are doing the mob phase. So that'll be interesting. I don't have a whole lot of ideas on that, but I'm sure Mr. Mindless there does. So, anyway, actually it's Mr. Machines. It's Mindless to his close personal friends.
That's right.
So, we will see you next week. Have a good one, and stay cool. Bye.
See ya.